Hello, it's dawn of the future here. Yes, dawn of the future. I mentioned whether I'm going to do Vlogmas or not throughout the week's vlog, and by now you would have realised that yes, I have been doing Vlogmas. I don't know how many I would have put out by now, but I figured that I'd already filmed, you know, several days of footage for the weekly vlog. So when you get to the end, that will be the last of the weekly vlogs for now, and then regular Vlogmas will resume. So let's start the week off, and hopefully not too many repeats of myself, but I'm sure you'll bear with me. Let's roll the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly vlog. I hope you can see me. I'm facing the wrong direction. So let's see how this looks on film. Otherwise I'll have to do a whole new introduction and waffle even more than I do on a regular film. If you're new, my name's Dawn. I'm a British expat, currently live in the Netherlands, just outside of Amsterdam. I've been here over 20 years, and I'm from Manchester, born and bred, which is the northwest of England, and I live here with my partner Lawrence, who's South African, and our two boys, Josh and Will, and two fur babies, Jack, who's a Parsons Terrier, and Daxter, who's a very fluffy ginger pussycat. So, formalities over. If you're an OG, welcome back guys. Hope you all had a good week. What have I been up to today? Well, firstly I'll tell you where I'm going. Joshua said the other day that he's always feeling tired. So I said, you know what? I think it's really good if you start taking a multivitamin. So that's what I'm doing before the shops close. So I'm just quickly popping out. I'm going to the equivalent of, in England, it's, I think it is actually Boots, it's the same company. In the Netherlands it's called ATOS. So that's what I'm doing. Today I've got through nearly all of my laundry mountain. Felt so good. Bit of a lazy morning. Just laundry, online grocery delivery came, and then I've been doing a bit of crafting for the goodies I'm going to sell at the Christmas fair at the art studio. So I've been painting clay frames, and I've had Lawrence putting out little wooden houses, like block houses for me. So I've been sanding, and I'm going to paint them up, which is really like Scandi style, you know, really basic. But I thought people like little small things, and the price point would be a bit cheaper. So, and they'll be all hand painted by yours truly. So that's what I've been doing. This evening, I'm going over to my studio. Fiona made Christmas wreaths a couple of years ago, well, quite a few years ago now. And Fiona wants to do it again this year, but I don't need to put my indicator on it. They've changed the road layout. Anyway, so Fiona wanted to do them again this year. It was garlands. So she's organised a small group, and I'm going to host it at my studio. Just, yeah, it's easier, you know, don't have to chase the kids and men folk out and worry about fur babies wandering around. So I'm off to the studio later. That's after dinner. Last night Lawrence went to hockey practice for the Dutch hockey team, not for his club team. It's quite a way away. So I ended up, somebody recommended Working Moms to me on Netflix. So I've been on season 2 now. It's funny, I like it, but it's not like funny like LOL, you know, it's like, you know, but yeah, it's alright, I'm watching it. Lawrence wouldn't like it, it's not his cup of tea. So I was watching that last night and doing a bit of knitting. And I thought, oh, I'll just wait up for Lawrence, because his company has done a little sponsorship deal, and Lawrence organised that. Come on. Lawrence organised some training jackets for the Dutch hockey team and for his club team. So I thought, oh, I'll wait up for him and see, you know, what did they think of his jackets, because he's been working on it for ages, you know, getting quotes and then back and forth with colours and blah blah blah. So literally midnight, what do you think happened? Somebody next door decided to start hammering at midnight, and it was like this tap 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 tap. Anyway, Lawrence came in and I said, have you heard this? And he was like, wow. And it went on for, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. And I said, right, well, you know, tell me how everything went. And I said, right, I'm going off to bed now. I'm tired. I've waited up for you. And literally got in bed. Tap, 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 tap again. Anyway, Lawrence had popped out to pick up Joshua. He was at a friend's house. So I called him and I said, whoever's in that house now, can you go and tell them it's actually against the law what they're doing? So anyway, I was laying in bed and I heard Lawrence pull up, and then I heard him speaking to somebody, and he said, are you guys still building? And then I heard blah, 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 and then Lawrence said, yeah, well, I've not been home, but Dawn's in bed trying to sleep, and it's like 12:30 at night, or in the morning now. Oh, anyway, it stopped. So I asked him this morning, I said, who was there? Oh, that woman nearly hit my car opening her door. I said, who was there? And he said it was the owner and some other people. He said to Lawrence, oh, I'm just hanging a couple of pictures up. Who does that at midnight? He said, we're moving in tomorrow. Anyway, I've not seen any removal vans coming and going, but I think they're having the house blessed or something. You know, if there's anybody, any Indian people, or if you know anything about Indian culture, do you have your houses blessed? It's been like singing and chanting going on most of the day. And then as I just popped out in the car, there was all like colourful slingers, that's the Dutch word. What do you call them? Streamers. Hung in the window and in the door. So I'm quite curious. I don't want to knock on the door and ask myself, because I might be intruding. I might be interrupting in a very important ceremony. That wouldn't be that wouldn't go down very well, would it? But I'm quite curious. Anyway, by the time this uploads, if I've spoke to them and found out, I'll tell you. Because I know English people wouldn't have a housewarming party until they're well in. So there don't seem to be a lot of people there. Anyway, I'm just being really gossipy now. Oh, I'm trying to tuck my hood in my handbag. Right, I'm off to the ATOS to get some multivitamins. I'll catch you later. It's Monday early evening, and I don't remember the last time I filmed. I know on Saturday, I think I filmed on Saturday. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't know what I did. Well, anyway, I went to the workshop Saturday evening. Fiona wanted to organise making Christmas garlands. We did Christmas wreaths years ago. Anyway, I hosted at the workshop because you can make a mess there and nobody minds. Well, it's mine anyway. So I did end up making a garland, and the other ladies made Christmas wreaths. And I've left my garland in the workshop because it's got this really, really, really twinkly like gold leaves on it, and oh my gosh, the glitter is shedding everywhere. So I need to figure out how best to transport it to the house and where to hang it. I might leave it at the workshop. The glitter is out of control. Anyway, when we were leaving there, it wasn't so late. I think it was any time between 10 and 11, and our windshields were frozen on the car. It was so cold. And then I think Lawrence said it was like -3 or something. And then in the Sunday morning, all the sport games were cancelled, so Lawrence didn't have hockey. Anyway, it was a nice day. We said, oh yeah, we'll go and do this and we'll go do that. Anyway, the heavens opened. The sky was black all day, and it wasn't even like drizzling. It threw it down all day. So we ended up Sat on the sofa. What did we do? We finished watching, I forget the name of it now, the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. You can tell I'm tired. The Lord of the Rings prequel on Amazon Prime. We finished watching that. Really enjoyed that. It was quite good. The effects were brilliant. And then I saw that the last James Bond movie, No Time to Die, that was on Amazon Prime. So we watched that. And I was a bit disappointed in it. So if you've seen it, let me know what you think. Oh, Lawrence is on his way out. And then William was out working, and Lawrence made. Oh, we did pop out. We popped to the supermarket because I forgot to order burgers, and I needed to draw some cash. So we literally popped out to the supermarket, walked round super quick, and then come home. That was the extent of our day. Lawrence bought Jack a couple of short trips, but I mean, yeah, the dog and the cat didn't want to go out in that kind of weather. Anyway, today I've been working from home in my very messy craft room. The state of it. No plans for tonight, none at all. And then tomorrow I'm going into the office, and tomorrow is our department's Christmas dinner. So I'm going to be festive and wear my Christmas jumper tomorrow. And we're going to a restaurant in Amsterdam, I think on the other side of the river, the back of Central Station, I thought it was. I have been there before. We'll see. I don't know what we're eating. I think it's just like chef surprise, and we had to give dietary requirements. But anyway, it's going to be fun. And I haven't really got a lot of plans for the week. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I've got a lot of plans for this week. I'm going into the office again on Thursday. And I thought there was something happening at the weekend, and it's gone out of my mind now. It's clear, poof, out of my head. Next Monday, I'm back at the hospital. I think I spoke about that in last week's vlog, about having the jabs in the neck. Anyway, waffle. Right. I'm just going to finish a couple of things off, and then I'm going to log off for the day. And I don't know what's happening tonight. I don't know who's home for dinner. Is that William? I've just seen somebody cycling off. Anyway, I don't know. It's going to be a slow week, but a very, very cold one. So I think it'll just be cosy nights, wrapped up on the sofa and binge watching stuff. Oh, I see The Crown's back on Netflix, so we might start watching that. We'll see. Anyway, right, waffle. I will catch you later. First coffee of the day in my Dawn's Days mug. I think, I forgot to take some footage of me wearing my Santa. It's only a sweatshirt like this, and it's got Santa written across it. And I had those holly, glittery, sequiny holly things in my head. Can't speak. I was driving last night. I was very good after what happened to me the other week. I think we got to the restaurant about 5:30ish, 5:45, and I had we had drinks at the bar in the restaurant, and then I had a white wine spritzer, and that was it for the evening. I drank lots of fizzy water, loads of it. So the restaurant, it's one of these like old Dockland places that have now become, you know, more hip restaurants, bars, you know, trendy companies. And if you know Amsterdam, it's near the Maritime Museum, or the Nemo. If you might have seen, there's like a big, I don't know, what's it? There's like a replica galleon. I can't remember what it is now, in the harbour in Amsterdam. We were in that vicinity, which isn't too far from my work. I think we were a couple of tram stops away. Anyway, but what was it called? The Scheepjes Camel? I think it's like the camel ship. It's what it translates to. I've ate there once before, years ago. And I don't know, it's a nice restaurant. It was chef's choice. So we had a set menu with dietary requirements, which were already factored in. And it was like a 5-course dinner. One of the courses I didn't like. I don't like halibut. I'm sorry, shoot me now if you like it, but I'm not like a big fishy eater. Shellfish, but like swimmy fish, not so much. Can't stand salmon. Like tuna. Anyway, waffle. Started already. So the starters was like this, like an endive in Dutch, endive, which is like a green cabbage kind of thing with like cheese and nuts and balsamic dressing, and it was very nice. It was a cold starter. Then we had the halibut, and I took one nibble and I was like, not for me. It was really, you know, it was a fancy dish. So luckily my friend loved halibut. She was sat next to me, so I went, knock yourself out. So she was super happy. Then we had venison or veal. I can't even remember. I think it was venison. Also, not something I would eat daily, but that was nice. And we had like a really nice cheese board, and we had really nice like a citrony kind of dessert. So yes, it was lovely food, but my gosh, it was ever so rich, and drinking all that fizzy water. Anyway, I wasn't drinking, I was driving. I left my car at the office, and then a couple of other colleagues had, so we all got the tram back to the parking garage at work, and we all went on our merry ways. I gave 2 colleagues a lift because they sort of live in my direction. Anyway, so I'm here this morning, and firstly I've had to vacuum. I think you would have seen a clip. I hope it's shown up on camera. It was like a glitter explosion. So I had to vacuum, not very well. I mean, it was a quick whip around from when we made the Christmas garlands. Was it Saturday? Oh my gosh, it's like there's glitter everywhere. I think I'll be cleaning this up for weeks. It's fine. I'm going to actually, before the Christmas fair, I'm going to give the studio a deep clean, you know, scrub all the floors down, because, you know, I dye yarn a lot here. I've not done it for months, but the floors are like, you know, it's a bit scuzzy. Anyway, gosh, I don't remember twinkling on camera. So yeah, I've had to give it a good vacuum. Not a lot of people online this morning. Surprise, surprise. It's fine. I've got a few things to catch up on, and then I've got a meeting at 10. So yeah, I've got a lot of meetings today. I'm looking at my laptop, it's here. But anyway, first things first. Bought myself stopped by the shops. Bought myself a pecan and maple syrup pastry for breakfast. So I'm going to have that now with my coffee, and just I'm twinkling. I don't even know if the camera's picking it up. It's everywhere. I'm debating whether to take that garland home. I don't know if I could stand that amount of glitter shedding in my house all the time. I think it would drive me mad. I've brought like a giant, you know, those big those big bags from IKEA you can buy, the blue ones. I brought one of them with me, and I've stuffed it in there. So I thought I'll give it a really good shake outside, but I'm debating whether to just leave it here. I mean, they'll decorate for Christmas anyway. Maybe I can put it over the doorway of my workshop. We'll see. Anyway, whatever. There's better things to worry about, like eating my pastry and not letting my coffee go cold. If anything exciting happens, I'll be sure to tell you all about it. Good morning. Oh, this camera's still at a funny angle. I have to try and remember to move the mount. Anyway, hope you can see me. Well, I'm on the way to work, clearly. Last night I had a very productive evening. Lawrence had to do a lot of running around, and at the last minute Joshua announced he was on a night shift and needed a lift to work. Anyway, by the time I got downstairs, Lawrence had just walked in the door. But anyway, whilst he was out and William was working and Joshua was busy, I went to my very messy craft room and I did some video editing. So I feel super happy. It's now Thursday and the Sunday vlog from last week is all edited and uploaded, and hopefully some of you would have seen it. And spoiler alert, although I'm not sure when you're going to see this, so maybe it's not a spoiler alert, I made my Vlogmas intro and outro, so I'm quite pleased with it. I'm not the best video editor, clearly, and everything I do know I've taught myself. My knowledge is like that big, but I like that whole process of things, you know, the creative side. Obviously I love to waffle, but I like the whole sort of stitching things together, you know, sequences and overlays, music and so forth. So yeah, that was quite exciting. Oh, I also made a very, very quick like a teaser video for the Christmas fair at the Arts Centre. But yeah, I was supposed to give a colleague of mine a lift this morning, but she's had a family issue, so she's going to work from home. So I thought, well, that's ideal. I can have a chat with you guys. So obviously I'm not going to chat to you. I've got somebody sat next to me. That would be awkward, especially somebody who's never been in the vlog before, and I will not ask them to be. Awkward. But yeah. What did I do yesterday after I finished the work? Do you know what? I went home and I crashed out on the sofa again. I'm trying not to do that. It's a bad habit to get into. But I was so tired. And Lawrence is doing a course at the moment. It's a classroom. I think I might have mentioned this. It's a classroom course, but it's online. So it's all interactive, which is great. But so he was, because I was out all day, he just sort of, you know, perched on the sofa with his laptop. So I came in, and now and again, you know, he'll say something. So I popped my earplugs in and I did like a meditation, a 30-minute meditation track off Spotify. And next minute I was like, woke myself up snoring. Didn't stop me falling asleep last night though, that was okay. Anyway, plans for today, obviously going to work. Don't think I've got any plans this evening. I'm pretty sure I haven't. And I need to check my Friday. Oh, I really have to go to the pharmacy and pick up my sedative, because next Tuesday is my hospital visit again. Ooh, traffic. Right, I'll catch you later if anything interesting happens. Trying to ignore the mess behind me. Oh, what a busy day. And I didn't think I had anything on this week. Or not this week, today. I checked my agenda last night and I was like, oh, I'm at the hairdresser's in the morning. So I've had my roots done. And she's run a toner through it. So it's, I'm not sure if it's showing on camera. don't know, it's weird. It's going dark here, like very, very quickly. So the light, it's sort of going, I think on the camera, it's going light, dark, light, dark. Sorry about that. Anyway, so off I went to the hairdressers. And then I went to the pharmacy to pick up sedatives for my procedure on Tuesday at the hospital for my neck. And 4 tablets. So I take 2 the night before, 2 in the morning, and it cost me the princely sum of €15 for 4 tablets, because my health insurance doesn't cover it. €15! Anyway, it's all for a good cause. The other thing, I don't want to bring the mood down, but I'm going to share it with you. We had a bit of a shock yesterday. Actually, yesterday, I don't know if I filmed on the way to work, I can't remember, sorry. I left work, I think it was about 5:15, something like that, in the afternoon, early evening. I walked in the house, it was 7, and Lawrence said, "You're late," and I went, "No, I'm not." And then I looked at the clock in the kitchen and I said, "Oh, that's wrong, the time's wrong." He said, "No, it's 7 o'clock. An hour and 45 minutes to get home from work. It's about a 30-minute drive. Oh my gosh, the traffic was horrendous. Anyway, that's not the shock. That was just super irritating. We had our November energy bill. €840. €840. Oh my gosh. Lawrence and I were like, what? And the Dutch government, they're giving, each household gets €190 each. But I mean, they gave it us weeks ago. I mean, and they paid it into our bank account, our energy company. It would have been handy if they just knocked it off the bill, because the minute it got paid into Lawrence's account, there was a pending order and it went. So I mean, we didn't even realise. So yeah, that's a nice surprise. You know, leading up to Christmas. Anyway, oh my gosh, we've been cutting back on the energy. Lawrence is going to phone them next week on Monday and have a word with them, because I'm pretty sure it's an estimate, and we cut back months ago on our energy in the house, so hopefully you can get it down a bit. Can you believe it? And it's not that we're, you know, running high on anything. Everyone I know in here is having like the most horrific energy bills this month, and apparently it's set to get higher. Anyway, what to do? Maybe I'll send Lawrence to the red light district. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Bad journey home, shocking energy bill, surprise hairdressers, and pay for your sedatives. But it's fine. Alison messaged me in the morning. She needed to pop into Amsterdam because it was Black Friday. When you're watching this, I'm still a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it was Black Friday today, or it is Black Friday today. I didn't do any shopping. Alison needed a couple of things, and one of the things she wanted they didn't have. And I bought some washing up liquid and a new eyebrow pencil, because I didn't need anything, and I'm not doing my shopping yet anyway. But yeah, it was really, really nice. I think I might have, because there was a couple of Christmassy shops, so I might have actually put them in the Vlogmas videos, so you've probably already seen that. And there was one other thing. What was it I was going to mention to you? Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. So yesterday, after the shock of the electric energy bill had sort of gradually subsided, I went online, and Amazon.nl, the Dutch site, they had the Black Friday offers on already. So I said, right, the oven is banned. It's only to be used for special occasions, and I've bought us a family size, a 6.5 litre air fryer. It's not a Philips one, it's a Princess one, which is quite a common brand over here. And I think I paid €76, and it was reduced from 120. So no idea how to use an air fryer. It's coming on Wednesday. Maybe I've already spoke about it in Vlogmas. We'll see. Right, at this point, I'm going to wrap up the vlog and say Once again, thanks for joining me. I hope you've all had a good week. Maybe you've already had some snippets of me in the first few days of Vlogmas. We'll see. And then hopefully by the time you're watching this, which should be Sunday, the very next video will be all up to date, and then we'll carry on with Vlogmas and see how many videos I manage to upload. I don't know if it'll be daily, but we'll figure it out. If you're new, thanks again for joining me. Thanks for spending some time with me, and if you haven't done so already, maybe you want to hit the subscribe button and support the channel. And don't forget, if you're an OG or a returning subscriber, leave me a comment, say hello, let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you relate to anything I've been moaning about this week. But thanks everybody for tuning in, and I hope you've all had a good week. Stay safe, have a good week ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!